chair dancing now, huh? Is that what we're doing? This is what happens when we get older. All right, guys. So if you haven't figured it out already, today is Keisha Kelly's birthday. Woo, 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 woo. And so Keisha today is rocking her crown on the Crown Experience. I know the pandemic happened and it shut so many things down. But I feel like this year had a lot of good pluses,
Yeah.
So Keisha, what happened?
Positive?
Yeah.
Okay, other than the birth of my son, the pandemic had me focus on me and my business more. So I can, because with work, I just had so much going on and I was trying to start a new business and I was writing all the time. There was no time for me in all of that, trying to do everything. So when the pandemic came and shut everything down, it caused me to slow down. And I was able to kind of focus on what needed to be done. Fun fact, many years ago when I was living in Atlanta, we ran into this pastor at this church that we were going to in the building where we live. And he told us that we would be working together in the future. It's like a decade or so ago.
Like 13 years ago.
Yeah, had no idea what that looked like.
Ago.
So
yes.
Then when we finally got into this and the Crown Experience, and everything just started clicking. It was working for us. So I think it was just the right time for me to make this part of my life. I'm going to mention my lovely mango sake that Alita found at City Market, because City Market is the shit. This mango sake is also the shit. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to Keisha.
Mm-hmm.
And she's an island girl, so, we had to have the mango sake just for her today, for her birthday. But we're using today, our product is by, and please forgive me in advance, because I'm not quite sure if it's Karen Jai or Karen J. But these coasters came from her, and she is it's a Black-owned, woman-owned home decor store. I found her also on Instagram, and this lovely vase full of our sake also is from her collection. And so she has some great products. We also have other products that we'll feature from her. But whenever you get a chance, please check her out. She's on Instagram. Her website's awesome. Her stuff is really nice, guys.
Yes, it is. This picture is the shit.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
On our next episode, we'll be doing our dinner episode, which is going to be awesome.
Yes, because we're going to do the what?
Dinner episode.
Yes, we are.
Dinner episode.
We're going to have table talks.
Table talks, yes. For the first table talk, we are going to pick the topics that we're going to talk about,
yes.
But we're going to be reaching out to you guys for future table talk discussions. So we're going to ask you to send in your topic suggestions, and the lucky winners will hear their topic featured and may get something else out of that too. There was something else. And it was going to come out of my mouth. And
you just drew a blank.
And then it just went away.
Okay.
That is old age. I would just say.
They say it's your brain compartmentalizing all of the things that go on in your life as you are transitioning from age to age. It's kind of like having all these file cabinets, and so your brain has to sort through all the file cabinets. It's still there. It's just it takes a little bit longer to sort through as you accumulate more information. So that's all. That's all it is. It's there. It'll come back out eventually.
Eventually.
But
or the baby's gonna take over.
Yeah.
Because that's where my life is.
Pregnancy brain is a real thing. And it takes a while to bounce back.
Pregnancy brain and marriage brain. If you were in the wrong marriage, let me tell you, I used to be married way, way long time ago, maybe like 2 decades. And I killed a lot of brain cells in that marriage. That marriage, I don't know what the fuck. I lost so much of my brain cells.
That's real.
I don't even know where to begin. I'm still trying to catch up.
But you know what? That's stress. That's all it is. It's stress when we're in situations that we really shouldn't be in. You know, our bodies take over to kind of protect us. And so when that stress kicks in, it limits some of the things we remember. You know, there's some things that I don't remember from leaving from my own marriage or just traumatic or stressful situations, because you know it's overwhelming. It would be overwhelming if you were able to remember everything, and it could almost trigger you to feel like you're back in that situation. You know, because I think you just kind of lose the part of yourself when you're in those situations.
Yes.
And it's almost when that fight or flight kicks in, and you are fighting just to keep your head above water and survive. And so
That's real.
It's hard to just sometimes keep pushing, but you know, oftentimes we, as we're pushing forward, as women, and I do think also as women of color, we wear these masks. I believe that as we've grown through life, we've learned how to code switch anyway, you know, as we navigate two worlds. But I feel like that translates for us into so many different aspects of our lives that even when we are going through some stressful situations, we kind of put on a mask like everything's okay, like everything's great and wonderful when our whole world might be falling apart. But I think that is something that it's been nurtured in into our DNA. You know, nature versus nurture. I feel like it's our nurture because we've seen our mothers, our grandmothers, some of us our great grandmothers do the same things. And so stress comes, stressful situations occur. But I feel like we have learned, especially as, like I said, women of color, is how to mask those stressful situations.
I think that is a great segue into our main topic, which is toxic positivity, because that mask wears away at your true self.
Yes.
That stress eats away at your health, mental and physical. I'm going to just let you know right now, there is no way that everybody is going to be happy all the time. There is no way that you can be dealt the shittiest hand and you're going to be all happy and smile about that shit. That's not real. And you have to be real with yourself, though.
You know, I like what you said, Keisha. The biggest thing is you have to be real with yourself in order to heal, in order to move forward, in order to really change whatever it is that's causing you to put on that mask, you know. Yeah. But it's being real with your feelings, because that's the only way. Because when we're real with our feelings, we can figure out what's the real issue. I feel like when we're real with ourselves, we're able to see what the real issues are. When we're able to see what the real issues are, we're able to deal with them. We're able to handle them better. We're able to see what to do next with whatever hand we've been dealt. I think so many of us, our narrative is, so many other people are going through stuff too. No more, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm dealing with my own stuff, but so is everybody else. So it's okay.
Some of it is a learned behavior too, because we see other women in our lives, whether it be our mom, grandma, aunt, someone who was doing the same shit. They smile through it. And then you see how it ate away at them, but you don't know how else to be. And unless you start putting yourself first in some of these situations, you are really going to hurt yourself and the people who are looking at you. It's not only you, but those around you that are affected. And a fake smile on your face is not going to cut it.
And as you said, you're hurting yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. For me, when I'm stressed, it manifests in my health. There was a time in my life I was in a situation I shouldn't have been in a relationship I shouldn't have been in a place I had no business being. And the stress manifested in my eye. Like literally my eye almost shut. It gave me like this lazy eye. I walked around day and night with sunglasses on. And I went to the ophthalmologist and they could find nothing. I went to the emergency room, nothing. They gave me drops. They gave me tests, and they found nothing. And it wasn't until one day I was at a church, and one of the elders, she was like, "Dear, come here," and she looked at me, and she said, "Oh, you are stressed." And she took her hand and laid her hand above my eye and started praying for me, praying for the stress to go, the stress to leave, for me to be delivered from my situation. And within a week, literally, God snatched me up out of that situation, and my eye opened back up, and I haven't had that incident since. But it was a manifestation of the stress, of what was going on in my life. And here I was thinking, I'm putting on a good face, smiling, acting like everything's okay, going to church, I'm helping out in the ministry. I am, seeing my family and smiling around them and acting like everything was okay. But honestly, my world was falling apart. The relationship was a mess. It's crazy. And I thought I was doing a good job, but my body had a way of showing the world, no, she's really not. And my eye literally started to shut down. And so we have to be careful. We have to be aware of when we are trying to mask our real pain and whatever our stresses are, because we don't know what we're doing to hinder our blessings and what we're doing to hinder the real help that's around us. Because I do feel that, God puts people in our lives to help us, but if we're always putting on a smile, like everything's okay, they can't also do their job. So, it's like, it's a mutual thing. It works both ways. But he will strategically put people in our lives to help us. But if we're always smiling and acting like everything's okay, then we'll never be able to receive the help, and we will continue in that same downward spiral of positive, toxicity. And we will never reach, that real healing and deliverance or breakthrough that we need in our lives.
Something with that, when you are putting on this fake persona of toxic positivity, sit in stillness and figure out how your body is manifesting. How do you feel in that moment when you're not being true to yourself and your needs? Sit and feel where it's manifesting and ask for deliverance from that. Just do what you got to do for you. Take the time to take care of you.
For me, I always say it's 3 things you need. You need a couch, a gym, and an altar. Somewhere to pray, to work out, and sometimes to talk to a therapist. I do believe in therapy. Those 3 things have done wonders for my life when I know I'm stressed and I'm trying to hide it, Because at the end of the day, it does come out.
I have taken on the role of fuck it because I don't like to hold on to shit that is not for me. I learned a long time ago that trying to take on too much or take on other people's shit, that ain't my life. Yeah, I got enough shit going on by my damn self. So I say fuck it. If it's bringing you down and it's something that you have to go through, express how you feel truthfully and then ride it. Other than that, fuck it.
I like it, and I think we should end with that. F it. If it doesn't work for you, it's not in your best interest. F it. I'm never going to say the word. I let her do it for me.
I'll take that.
That's a t-shirt, though. I really feel like that's a t-shirt.
We got some t-shirts coming for y'all, some real bangers, so stay tuned for that. To wrap things up, my mantra, if you haven't guessed, is fuck it. If it's not for you, let it go. Don't take on nobody's bag. Don't try to do more than you can do. I'm not saying don't challenge yourself. Please challenge yourself to be better and grow. But if something is not for you at that moment in time, let that bitch go. Say it with me. Fuck it. If you want to spell it, Fuckit. All caps with the exclamation mark. That's your mantra for this week. Fuck it.
I love it. I love it. I'm here for it.
Now, if you like this episode, you like our show, please follow us, share us, subscribe to us. Go to our website at www.thecrownexperience.com. Instagram and Twitter at crownlife101.
Yes.
You can find us there. We are very responsive, so reach out to us. We'll get back to you. And don't forget to send in your topic suggestions for Table Talks. And we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Oh, wait. Don't forget, businesses, women-owned, women of color businesses, items, services, products, services. Please let us know. Because we definitely want to feature you all on our show, and maybe have you, if you're in our area or visiting Atlanta and we're doing one of our table talks, have you over for dinner.